Just, yeah. Sir is there. Yeah. Is it okay now? Can sir start? Okay. Sir, he will welcome you.
Good evening, sir. Is my voice audible?
Yes.
Great. So we'll just start in a minute, sir.
Yes.
I'll be introducing you once and welcoming you to the ceremony, and then we'll have a small video of yours that we have got. We'll play that, and then we'll ask you to start.
Fine.
Is it fine, sir? Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Thank you. So we can start the broadcast. Can we start the broadcast? Okay. So Nali, can you ask everyone to join the attendees as attendees there also? चला दो, ब्रॉडकास्ट कर देना. उसकी आवाज कर दोगे प्लीज. From the TV, volume well. Okay, good evening, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed participants, thank you for joining us, and thank you all for being part of the Changemaker20 Summit, a global initiative organized as a part of Civil 20 and Youth 20 engagement groups under the G20 presidency of India. A special mention to the last 24 hours of the summit's initiation, during which we have conducted 60 thought-provoking sessions with more than 150 speakers and panelists from more than 60 countries joining in. This milestone is a testament to the summit's commitment to fostering meaningful dialogue and impactful change. A hearty welcome to this distinguished session of the Changemaker20 Summit, a global convergence of minds and a testament to the power of collaboration, innovation, and impact. It is with immense pleasure that I introduce a luminary whose remarkable journey and accomplishments have illuminated the path towards a better world, Dr. Veerendra Hegde. Renowned as Dharmadhikari, reformer, educationist, facilitator, and philanthropist, Dr. Hegde's journey of 48 years embodies unyielding dedication to a socio-economic and cultural development. His transformative efforts have been acknowledged with the prestigious Padma Vibhushan Award in 2015, a reflection of his profound impact on society. Initiating his journey at the young age of 20, Dr. Hegde assumed the role of Dharmadhikari, steering Dharmasthala into a new era. He carried forth the legacy nurtured by his illustrious father, Shri Ratna Hegde, modernizing traditional charities known as Chaturdanas. Dr. Hegde's visionary approach revitalized these charitable acts, adapting them to evolving needs of society. Beyond his responsibilities, his dedication to humanity has yielded numerous socio-economic programs, elevating the burdens of illiteracy, poverty, and societal imbalances. His contributions extend to the restoration of temples and rituals, imparting their relevance to future generations through Dharmasthala Trust. The rural development and self-employment mission to mitigate unemployability and poverty. More than 40 lakh candidates have been trained under RCTs across 585 centers throughout India. This remarkable achievement highlights Dr. Veerendra Hegde's steadfast commitment to shaping a brighter and more empowered future. We are privileged to learn from Dr. Veerendra Hegde, a visionary whose legacy has touched countless lives and ignited the spirit of self-empowerment. His journey exemplifies the transformative power of individual commitment to change. Once again, I thank you for being part of this global initiative, sir, and let us extend a warm welcome to Dr. Veerendra Hegde, an embodiment of the transformative spirit that Changemaker20 represents. Thank you very much, sir. Video. साउंड नहीं है.
Vidya and the most important are there. As a part of
उस बीच में बटन दबा
doctorate
बीच में बटन दबा शेयर वाला
established more than 50 educational institutions, well known for Indian values and quality. Colleges of medicine, Ayurveda,
भरोसा नहीं कर सकता एक सेशन दूसरे चला
आवाज आ तो रही है The rural centers of the are city is a model developed by hereditary.
इसका वो माइक ऑन कर
शिक्षा तो धर्मस्थला rural development SKDR
तो क्या मेरे को आवाज आ रही है यहाँ पे
started by Dr.
इसके पास
इसी की आवाज दे रहा
Small farmers and women has driven for poverty alleviation,
हरी आवाज इसमें
financial inclusion. It is engaged in last mile delivery services, reaching out to more than 4 million families in the state of Karnataka. SKDRDP has promoted 390,000 self-help groups, SAGs. It is working as BCBF business correspondent, banking facilitator of 9 commercial banks. And the SAGs are linked to these banks. As the BC, SKDRDP helps the SAGs to prepare their credit plans and get credit from the bank. It oversees the utilization of funds and timely repayment. It also provides door-to-door services and cash management. As BCBF, SKDRDP has been disbursing annually rupees 50,000 million approximately to the SAGs, and the current outstanding of the bank loans to these SAGs is in the order of rupees 67,000 million. Training, capacity building,
कल भी हुआ
recruitment. Two of the important part of the critical services provided by the organization. SKDRDP is also providing banking services by deploying technology in creating data banks of the SAG members and tracking the loans. As a result, it has successfully brought down the cost of funds with the current lending rate of 14.516% reducing balance. In partnership with Government of Karnataka, SKDRDP has established 164 agriculture equipment renting centers called as Customer Service Center. Total machineries worth is 125 crore are stocked and used for renting to small farmers at affordable rentals. Approximately 400,000 farmers are benefited. The CV Gramodyog, a company started by SKDRDP, is engaged in marketing rural products. SKDRDP is successfully implementing the addiction program to treat 100,000 addicts. It has also made a name in popularizing renewable energy like solar, coal gas, cook stoves, and hydroelectric projects. The organization has implemented CSR activities like support to milk producers cooperative societies into criminal games, support to rural schools, establishment of pure drinking plants in rural areas, afforestation activities, repair and rejuvenation of village tanks, construction of public and individual projects, etc. SKDRDP provides approximately 10,000 monthly pensions to the destitute families in the state of Karnataka. It also gives away monthly scholarships to more than 11,000 children of SAG members who are pursuing technical education. At present, SKDRDP is trying to popularize digitized banking services among these stakeholders by introducing technology and make SHG level operations completely cashless. It has proposed to provide one account for each of the 38 lakh members of the SHGs. It is hoped that all the poor people will be covered with individual bank accounts by the June 30th, 2018.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for joining in, and we really appreciate if you can start your message. Thank you.
Offering my prayers to Lord Manjunath Swami and seeking his blessings on all the viewers, I stand before you to shed light on a topic that is not just pertinent to our country's progress, but is a global imperative. Gender equality and empowerment of women. In a world where women constitute half of humanity, their influence resonates across every sphere of society, economy, and polity. It is not just a matter of social justice, it is a necessity for sustainable development. The topic of gender equality and women's empowerment goes beyond the boundaries of a buzzword. It's about creating a society where women are not just equal to men in rights and opportunities, but where they are provided with the tools and environment to thrive and lead. The backbone of our society is undoubtedly women, who play multifaceted roles with remarkable ease, from daughters to working professionals, from teachers to entrepreneurs. Today, I invite you all to explore this topic further with me, to delve into the measures, the progress, and the challenges that lie ahead. Gender equality is not just a matter of principle, it is the cornerstone of a society that thrives on diversity, inclusivity, and progress. Women numerically constitute half of humanity, but their influence transcends all dimensions of society, polity, and economy. In India, we recognize the centrality of gender equality and women's empowerment in all aspects of our development journey. Women are rarely appreciated for their efforts. Women play an array of roles such as a friend, wife, working professional, daughter, and teacher with effortless ease. But rarely are they appreciated and acknowledged. Similarly, I would like to quote the virtues of a good wife, which are as follows: Karyeshu Dasi, works like a servant. Karaneshu Mantri, advises like a minister. Bhojeshu Mata, feeds like a mother. Rupeshu Lakshmi, beautiful like goddess Lakshmi. Shamayeshu Dharitri, having patience like earth. There is a saying, when women prosper, the world prospers. Their economic empowerment fuels growth, their access to education drives global progress, their leadership fosters inclusivity, and their voices inspire positive change. I have observed that post-independence, under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, several steps have been taken and following flagship schemes are put in place. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Ujjwal Yojana for free cooking fuel, financial inclusion through PM Jan Dhan Yojana, Mudra scheme for entrepreneurial ambitions, permanent commission in our defense services, etc. During my visits to various states and educational institutions, while meeting delegations of various professionals, I am amazed by the confidence of women. I have no doubt in my mind that women are the ones who will do the most to shape the tomorrow's India. India is empowering women and girls through access to resources, financing, and digital literacy. The country has a strong track record of supporting women leaders in non-conventional sectors such as the armed forces. It is not possible to imagine a strong and healthy society without women empowerment. Together, we have to work towards creating an environment where all women can fully participate and contribute in the socio-economic, cultural, and political sphere significantly. Women's empowerment is not just an issue of social justice, but it is also crucial for economic development. India is the fifth largest economy in the world and is moving towards becoming a $5 million economy. In my opinion, the active role of women is crucial in achieving this goal. Even today, the situation of gender ratio in many parts of the country is worrying me. I emphasize that it is not only the responsibility of the government, but also of the whole society to change the situation. I am happy to note that today an Indian woman is a pilot, doctor, engineer, millionaire entrepreneur, and everything she wants to be. That is how the times have changed. Women have proved to be better than men in all fields. It is high time that parents should be more concerned about the education of their daughters rather than their marriage, because education helps them pave the path for the bright future ahead. I am happy to note that IITs and IIMs, women have outshone men and time and again have proved that not only are they on par with men, but also much more efficient, courageous, and tenacious than them. I am happy to share that 43% of the STEM graduates, science, technology, engineering, medicine in India are women, which is one of the best in the world. India has one of the world's best community construction works, artificial intelligence and entertainment industry, entrepreneurship, politics, etc. I'm happy to share that in ancient Indian culture, women were treated as equal to men and there was no discrimination based on gender. Instead of that, women were honored by society, and society at that time considered women as Janani, which means mother. Even in Hindu scriptures, women are considered as Devi. They used to enjoy their full basic rights and were free to receive education. During that time, the wives of the rishis could take part in spiritual activities also with their husbands. They were also known as Ardhangini, better half too. The accomplishments of Gargi, Maitreyi, Sita, and Draupadi turn out to be the most ideal role for a woman of this era. These women were competitive with men in many fields and also received and enjoyed their rights and equality. There were no restrictions on them and they possessed great wealth and property. They even had a very strong say when it came to guiding their offspring. Then, as time passed, society evolved with changes, and somehow women did not get their due chance to enjoy their rights and powers. However, with the passage of time, the fight for women's empowerment in India grew stronger. Many reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Swami Vivekananda, Swami Dayananda Saraswati took the lead and helped women regain their previous status in society. During the post-independent era, the movements for women's empowerment in India slowed down. A lot of women were satisfied that the council promised their equality, held out hope for a uniform civil code, and gave universal adult franchise, which further alleviated their problems. This increased the rate of oppression, discrimination, dowry deaths, unemployment, declining sex ratio, lack of health care, and infant mortality, etc. There was socio-political unrest all over India. However, post-independence, the government of India has taken various steps to ensure gender equality and the empowerment of women through their social, educational, economic, and political uplifting through various schematic interventions. In order to enhance the employability of female workers, the government is providing training to them through a network of women industrial training institutes. The National Skill Development Policy focuses on inclusive skill development and the objective of increased women's participation for better economic productivity. Further, to encourage the employment of women, a number of enabling provisions have been incorporated in the recently enhanced labor codes, namely the Code on Wages 2019. The central government gives high priority to ensuring the safety and security of women and has undertaken various legislative and schematic interventions in this regard. Earlier, a lot of women left their jobs after giving birth to their children, due to which a lot of working women went unemployed. To address this issue, the government has passed Maternity Benefit Act of 2017, increasing the maximum period of maternity leave from 12 weeks to 26 weeks. Coming back to our experiments, the rural population of any state in the country easily goes unnoticed. Given the advancements that the urban populace has achieved over since the technological disruption in their lives, the rural population is mostly looked upon as a labor segment. To address this issue, in 1982, I laid the foundation for Shri Kshetra Dharmasthala Rural Development Project, the self-help movement that initially holds all districts of Karnataka state. Shri Kshetra Dharmasthala Rural Development Project is committed to the upliftment of the poor, marginalized, underprivileged, impoverished, and downtrodden. And they are close and accessible to their target groups. SKDRDP is flexible in its operation independent in its functioning, quick in decision making, people concerned, driven by social values and humanitarian principles. The voluntary sector has contributed significantly in reducing poverty, deprivation, discrimination, and exclusion through awareness, social mobilization, service delivery. I now come down to self-employment training institutes. During the same year, in 1982, to address the problem of millions of unemployed youth, particularly from rural and semi-urban backgrounds, who could not access higher professional education but were oriented towards white-collar jobs, I launched a unique initiative to mitigate the problem, duly supported by nationalized banks. The collective thinking gave concrete shape to providing an institutional framework in the form of Rural Development and Self-Employment Training Institute in 1982, providing solutions to unemployed youth who aspire to take up self-employment sets Root City apart from training entrepreneurship development institutes. Encouraged by the success of this experiment, the Ministry of Rural Development, Government of India, took initiative to replace Root City model throughout the country and advised all nationalized banks to set up such institutes in all their leading districts. The Government of India provides fund of support up to 1 crore for each institute for building up campus, and the state government provides the required land at free cost. As on date, there are 590 RCTs functioning throughout the country, imparting training to more than 4 lakh unemployed youths per year, with a success rate of 70%. Here, the share of female trainees to male trainees is more than 60%, which underscores the zeal and enthusiasm of women to be their own by embracing self-employment activities. The most satisfying factor for me is that their experiment is now replicated throughout the country by none other than MORD, Government of India, and it has become a buzzword in the country. The beauty of roadset training lies in the fact that the training duration is for a short period, ranging from 6 days to 45 days. Entrepreneurship development can take place in short duration intervention. Generally, young people have gained some experience in life. This experience serves as a launching pad for accelerated learning. It is therefore possible to train young people in a short period of 1 to 6 weeks to enhance their and enlarge behavioral dimensions such as increased awareness, understanding, knowledge, skill, and the formation of a positive attitude. To address the marketing issues concerning the women self-help groups, in selling their products, SIRI, a not-for-profit organization, was established in 2004, which provides a platform for women from economically weaker sections of the society. SIRI has been engaged in promoting the products produced by over 3,000 women self-help groups from various districts of Karnataka. Apart from self-help groups, certain goods are also produced in-house at the manufacturing facilities spread across 50 interior locations in the state of Karnataka. Way forward, what is this message? Education. The education policy needs to be more inclusive to ensure girls' right for education and their right to be free from discrimination within education institutions. Also, the education policy should target young men and boys to positively change their attitude towards girls and women. Skilling. In order to make women self-dependent, there is a need to promote skill development among women in non-traditional works like electricians, plumbers, etc. Microfinance. Policies and guidelines should be made in such a way that it is easy for women entrepreneurs to access credit facilities. Tax benefits should be given to companies that provide employment to 30% women workers. The effective collective thinking gave concrete shape to providing an institutional framework in the form of role development self-employment training institute, providing solutions to unemployed youth who aspire to take up self-employment sets root city apart from among training enterprise development institutes. Encouraged by the success of this experiment, the Ministry of Rural Development, Government of India, it has approached me to replicate root city model throughout the country and advised all the national banks to set up such institutions. The Government of India provides support. The beauty of this training program lies in the fact that training duration is a short period. So thank you. I hope I have given my message of my own experience, experiments, and also the success of these stories. If there is any questions to be asked, I'm ready to reply. Yes. In employment and white collar jobs, there is a guarantee of the wages, salary, and there are benefits like pension after retirement, and so many other benefits which are enjoyed by the youths. But if they can take a little risk in self-employment, there is a higher income, but they have to struggle a little and get. They may take time to settle down and establish themselves. So all those youths who wants to establish themselves in life without depending on white collar jobs, they can get for this. I was always under pressure for influence on the government jobs and employment opportunities. But today, if anybody approaches me, I send them to these institutes where they can choose their own options of several employers like mobile repairs, two-wheeler repairs, automobile repairs, hardware maintenance, and so many other opportunities are there. Even beauty parlor, men's beauty parlor, women's beauty parlor, so many opportunities are there. And modern day, there are hundreds of openings are there. But they must take a little decision to take little risk and empower themselves. So women are mostly engaged in self-employment. I'm very happy that they are very creative in that job. Thank you. Thank you.